Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Wellness Through Reading. I am your host, Tanisha. Wellness Through Reading is a podcast dedicated to anyone who desires to keep reading a daily habit as a form of self-care. I post episodes every Wednesday, and these podcast episodes contain book reviews of the books that I'm currently reading or have read that I think you should add to your TBR list. Also, great health benefits of reading, so that way I encourage you to keep the reading habit going. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so that way you stay updated when new podcast episodes are uploaded. They're uploaded on Wednesdays. So let's dive into today's episode. Hello, my book lovers. Have you missed me? Because I have missed you. I gotta say, I want to apologize so much for the long absence. Life has been life, and I just started a new job, so a lot has been happening with me, and I promise you I will definitely get better at producing these episodes on Wednesdays, because I want to talk to you guys as well too about all the books that I'm reading, and also all the research articles I've been reading about what I was reading as well too that I would love to share with you. And so let's continue, shall we? As that intro has stated, this is Wellness Through Reading. I am Tanisha, and I gotta say, as I was uploading these episodes now being sponsored through Buzzsprout, I just realized this is our 75th episode. This podcast has grown so much over the years, and honestly it just started out as something that was a quick little hobby, and I am so grateful to all you who are tuning in, to all of you who are returning, and welcome back. To all you who are new, I say hello, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so that way we stay updated when new podcast episodes are uploaded. And also share with family and friends and leave a review so that way others can get to see the podcast episode as well too, to help it grow. All right, so getting back to the basics, you know what? I just decided that, for me, doing these podcast episodes really became very stressful because I just didn't know what to talk about. Not necessarily what to talk about, because there's always books to talk about, but I got too caught up in doing the visuals with it and the YouTube channel and everything. It just became too stressful. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go back to basics. Me, microphone, talk. Boom. And that's what I'm going to do just for a little bit, for a while, until the podcast episodes grows to a point where I can afford to do more videos. So again, if you want more visuals, please get family and friends to leave reviews and like and share as well, wherever you listen to your podcast. So today's episode all about getting back to basics, and I'm going to be talking about the 5 reasons why I love reading and why I love doing this. 5 reasons why I love reading and why it has really helped me in my life. I'm also going to talk about a new goal that I'm setting for November as far as my reading, and also talk about my reading goals that have been this past year, how I'm doing, how are y'all doing, are y'all reading goals? And then also I'm going to do a book review on Holiday Heat by Beverly Jenkins. Beverly Jenkins is easily becoming one of my favorite authors, and this new read has just added to my list of why I love her. So let's dive in. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I love a good countdown. So top 5 reasons why I love to read. Number 1, it has helped to improve my focus and concentration. Getting that time to just dedicate to reading a book has really helped me in other areas of my life as well too. Just to stay focused, being able to dedicate my time and attention to that one moment and not being so overwhelmed by all else that's going on. Also, number 2 reason why I love to read, looking through my notes right now, helping to build vocabulary as well too. I love being able to circle in a book or whatnot and be able to Google's my best friend, what the word means, and also helps to just add more words to your repertoire. As an adult, you can never have too many words. I like big words, and I cannot lie. Number 3 reason why I love to read, it enhances your imagination. You're only limited by what you can imagine. The world described in books, as well as other people's views and opinions as well too. And coming into direct contact with the ideas of other intelligent thinkers can spark imagination and a lot of creativity as well too, especially when it comes to resolving conflict. Which brings me to my favorite reason why I love to read. It has helped to improve my sleep. Did y'all know the research has actually a University of Sussex has shown that just reading 6 minutes per day helped to improve the sleep quality of those who read versus those who did not. So, hey, research has backed this up as well too. So avoid late night snacking, sugar, caffeine, alcohol. Turn off your electronic TVs, computers for at least 2 hours before bed. Pick up a book instead and read. Now, if you're using your Kindle, use the blue lights. That way it doesn't disturb your sleeping pattern as well. And honestly, the main reason why I love to read is that it is a big stress management for me. I consider reading a part of my mindfulness routine. I first like to read, journal, then meditate. That is my mindfulness routine that I do at night. And I gotta say, I have absolutely noticed a difference from when I do and don't do these things. So those are the top 5 reasons why I love to read, and why I'm going to keep going with this podcast, because I love being able to share what I'm learning with you and to help keep us all reading as well. So then we're going to move right on now to goals for November. Now, I made a goal this year to read at least 50 books, and I'm currently at number 28, I believe. Let me just double check that in statistic. I'm just looking at my notes again. Actually, I'm looking at my Bookly app, which is helping me to keep track of all this stats. And yes, I just finished number 28. So I got like 22 more books to read before the end of the year. It's doable. Maybe. Hopefully. It will definitely be a challenge because I'm picking up and working again. But then again, I'm commuting more to work, to and from work where I live. So I might be able to get some reading done that way as well too. So it would really help improve my goal. At least try and get to 50. Try. That's the big goal. But try and get to as close as I can by reading at least 15 minutes a day. That's what I'm going to do. That's my goal for November. Reading at least 15 minutes per day, every single day. And I'm going to track that on my Bookly app, and every week I'm going to come back here. I'm going to tell you how I'm doing. So if you want to journey with me as well too, comment down below, hey Tanisha, I'm going to read with you, and that way we can get all of us reading at the same time. 15 minutes, that's it. It's less than a commercial, really, if you really think about it. So instead of turning that commercial, just take a book and start reading. Alright, so before we go into my book review of Holiday Heat, here's a quick little advertisement. Ladies of the podcast, Ain't Flo in town. It's that time of the month. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It is that thing that we all dread, but it doesn't have to be. Our periods do not have to be painful. Did y'all know that? Honestly, for many years, I honestly thought that it's just a way of life. Every once a month, you bleed and you experience extremely painful cramps with it. But until I met Semaine health supplements are designed by women for women through all walks of life. They have things from PMS support to also menstrual support as well too. Now with me, I use 2 of their products. I use the PMS support and the daily hormone balance. And the PMS support is just that, for support. It is to help you get through those painful period cramps and everything, and also help with your mood and your sugar cravings as well, and intestine problems that we all have during that time of the month, and bloating. Oof. So here's how it does it. 3 days before your cycle starts, you take the Semaine supplements to get it into your system, and you continue until your period stops. What it does, it gives you a boost of just all those great essential vitamins that we need, and it's done. The way that they're created, like, I just remember my last period, I experienced, not several periods actually, I've experienced 0 to no pain because I was taking the Semaine supplements. Not only with Semaine PMS support, I was also taking the daily balance hormone as well too, and obviously you take it on a daily basis, and it really helps to mellow out your moods. Also helps with any sugar cravings. I'm a sugar person, I love sweets, and combined with the PMS support, it has helped me tremendously. So you want your first bottle, head on over to SemaineHealth.com. That's SEMAINE health.com. Use the promo code wellness3reading to get 15% off your first bottle. Thank you so much for listening. Let's dive back into the episode. Alright, onward now to my favorite part of this episode. I cannot wait to share with you guys this new book that I literally just finished reading. It's an easy read, nice read. It is called Holiday Heat by Beverly Jenkins. It is I saw this book on her newsletter that I have subscribed to, and I immediately got it on my Kindle, and it's a real quick read, it's like 90 pages long. It's definitely a Halloween, so if it fits in with the theme, because Halloween is tomorrow, 31st. Happy early Halloween, everyone. So basically, we have these two main characters. It's told from the perspective of these two characters. One name is Eve Clark, and the other is named Layton. Layton Palmer. There we go. Layton Palmer is his name. So we first start off with Eve's perspective. So she's currently it's set in Detroit, Michigan, and she's visiting family. And so her cousin encourages her to get out more and explore life because she works as an ATF officer, which is goes around the country investigating suspicious fires that happen. So sometimes she goes undercover. So she has a very demanding job. So she doesn't have time to socialize. So her cousin's kind of coaxing her, get out more, enjoy your life. And essentially tricks her to go to this Halloween party alone. And it's a very sexy party. So basically all the participants dress up in costumes and they wear masks, and you can't reveal your name or anything. So you have to kind of put on a new identity. So it's kind of fun. And so her cousin is a Hollywood costume designer. And so she designs her this costume, which is basically after Oya, the African goddess, a storm goddess. To kind of give a more visual picture, think Storm from the X-Men. That type of costume. And then we kind of switch, and then she goes to the Halloween party. Then we switch over to Layton Palmer's point of view. He is our sexy leading man in the book, and he's also kind of like a firefighter as well too. It's just based in Detroit, who investigates things like police fires and everything. And he's dressed as a sexy Roman soldier. He also does not want to be here. He was forced to do this by the state, so that way to make sure that the party doesn't get too out of hand. But then he sees our leading lady Eve dressed as this Oya, this African storm person, and instantly there's an attraction. So obviously they can't exchange names or anything, but actually at the party though, there is this game that the host puts on. Basically they get teamed up with another person, and they have to go away to this room, and they can either talk, they can have conversation, they get to know each other, or they can do other things as well too. Well, Eve and Layton are so turned on by each other that they decide to do other things. And let me tell you, the spiciness in this book is extra spicy. It is not for anyone under the age of 18. I mean, this is literally chapter 2. They're just whew. Make sure you have a cup of water with you. It's good. And so then they decide, you know what, let's just keep the mystery going. So they decide to depart as, just two ships passing the night type of thing. And what's so crazy is that as we go along, Eve, as she gets because she's only in Detroit for that party, to her aunt's birthday, and then that party, then she's going back to home, which is in New York. But then she gets a call from work saying there's a mysterious fire that occurred in Detroit, and that she needs to investigate it, and she's going to be part of the team that's going to investigate it. At the same time, across town, Layton gets a similar call about the same fire, and so they first meet face to face as Eve and Layton, not realizing that that's actually the person that they were with at the Halloween party. So Eve and Layton are working on a case about a spontaneous fire, not realizing that the other person is that Roman soldier, is that storm goddess that they had just met the previous night. So I mean, at first they kind of don't like each other. They kind of get to know each other on a personal level. Eve's kind of standoffish because she's a woman operating in a man's field. She kind of has to be. And she does explain herself no, look, I am a woman in a man's world, especially in a man's dominated field. I kind of have to come off as hard. And he understands that. Layton completely understands and gets that part too. So then they really get to know each other on a personal level. And then Layton is the one who realizes, oh crap, this is the woman I spent the night with. Because he's trying to figure out what is it about this woman that has me so intrigued. And then he realizes that butterfly tattoo that she has on her low back is, and that all that he needs to know is that to identify, oh my god, this is the person. And so, as always with my book reviews, I don't like to give away everything, because I do want you to go read this for yourself. It's a very easy read. It took me less than an hour. Not less than an hour. It took me maybe 4 hours to read. I was just so enthralled. I read it all really almost in one sitting. And again, Beverly Jenkins books are always super amazing. I've yet to read a bad one. Honestly, I don't think bad and Beverly Jenkins can be described in the same sentence. As far as my rating for this book, definitely for the spiciness, a 5 out of 5 star read. Character development, plot, storyline, all of it, 5 out of 5 star read. A definite 5 star read. So pick this one up for your holiday read. I thank you so much again for tuning in to today's episode. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so that way you get updated when new podcast episodes are uploaded every Wednesday. Also, leave a review, share with family and friends. And also, I'll up on social media. We have a TikTok account. It's called Literary Lover. Literary Love, L-U-V. Wellness Through Reading apparently was too long of a title. And also on Instagram as Wellness Through Reading. Hit the subscribe button as well so that way you stay updated day to day on things that are going on with the channel. And I thank you again so much for staying into the end of this podcast episode. And I will see you next week. I wish you all, as always, good wellness and good reading. Bye!